persons you're waiting for to see your students. Have a great time tonight. The Fresno Stag and Thistle Pipe and Drum Group is under the direction of Pipe Major Mark Little, Pipe Sergeant Jason Hubbard, Drum Sergeant Eric Schmidt, Drum Major Colleen McMillan Wilson, Pipers Bonnie Afonen, Paul Vanderpool, Fina Vanderpool, and Dave Dieter.
Let's give him by hand, ladies and gentlemen. Now these are the names of the multicultural chain, starting with Ángel Arreguín,
Jasmine Avila,
Mayra Carrillo,
Erica Covarrubias, Amka Hannah,
Song Her,
Yer Nancy Her,
Janet Jaimes,
Catalina Lee,
Ty Lee,
Jennifer Leyva,
Elisa Martinez,
Bibiana Navarro Brambila,
Joan Ramos,
Michaela Sandoval,
Jason Shotwell,
Linda Vang,
Sunny Vang,
Rose Yi Vang,
Sang Ying Angel Vang,
Chong Zhang,
Sumo Jer Zhang.
and Stephen Yuk.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause.
Now, we'd like to introduce the elementary and middle school principals in the McLane High School region. So joining us tonight from Yosemite, Principal Nicole Horn. From Ewing, Principal Sandra Toscano. Hidalgo, Principal Reynaldo Villalobos. Vice Principal Brittany Johns. From Norseman, Kimberly Collins. Vice Principal and soon-to-be Principal Kevin Herr. From Bernie, Christina Montez. Vice Principal Sally Dominguez. Scandinavian Principal Julie Garabian-Ellis. Vice Principal Summer Gaston-Garris. Leavenworth Principal Erica Piedra. Rao Alice McClintock and Vice Principal May Lee Stanton. From Mayfair, Gay Aki, Vice Principal Anna Magana. Wishan, Anna-Rita Howe, Vice Principal Isabel Zhang. Erickson, Principal Karen Walker, and incoming Principal Tina Rodriguez. Vice Principal Dr. Vicky Zhang Lor, and from Turner, Principal Steve Getman, Vice Principal Naomi Poreno. And now introducing the McLane Highlanders staff, we have Michaela Mora, Carlos Gonzalez, Nancy Swanson, Lars Johansson, Andrew Orlep, Tara Gregg, Joe Cremier, Joseph Cisneros, Isaac Thornton, Romero Contreras, Jessica Ketchum, Donna Saramarco, Vern Kelzer, Rosa Rodriguez, Cheryl Bartley, Nune Gregorian, Joshua Bush, Eric Day, Jeff Woods, Yer Vang, Keith Rains, Kyle Thornton, Jean Vang, Samantha Sass, Chindy Garza, Sarah Rich, Elise Maltos, Sean Toomer, Humberto Enriquez, Wade Chen, Margaret Morrow, Bill Mitchell, Mark Patterson, Dion Howell, Susie Fisher, Suki Dillon, Augustine Rose, and Paul Germain. McLane Highlander staff. Right, at this time, if I could ask everyone to please stand, the McLane JROTC will present the colors. And representing the team tonight are members Sergeant Jose Lopez, Second Lieutenant Nathan Gaspar, Second Lieutenant Paul Cuevas, Second Lieutenant Daniel Cervantes, Lieutenant Colonel Amanda Zhang, and Command Sergeant Major Desiree Garza. All right, presenting the McLane Highlander class of 2017. We're going to have them start the procession around. Give them a great big round of applause.
Can I get a round of applause for the class of 2017? Thank you, ROTC, for coming tonight and representing the colors. Please remain standing for the flag salute. Our ASB President, Vanessa Munoz, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. It is my pleasure to introduce the McLane Highlander Choir under the direction of Mr. Paul Barber and accompanied by Ms. Debbie Terabon.
Do I go? Students, you may be seated.
Should I just wait until they all sit down? School business. Wait, sorry about that. Wrong announcement. Okay, here we go. Parents and guardians, families, McLane staff, McLane regional faculty, district officials, honorable trustees, and graduating students of 2017. Good evening, I am David Alvarez, and here with me is Vanessa Munoz, and we are here to speak to you one last time. Tonight we have the honor of introducing a person whom we all know, a man who works tirelessly, many times against great odds, a person who we know has relentlessly pursued a vision of making McLane High the best school it can be for its students. That man, of course, is Mr. Scott Lamb. Mr. Lamb will stand before us all in a moment and, as usual, have some words that will make us think, make us reflect, and make us realize things about ourselves that we may not have thought about before. As he has done in so many conversations, he will, in his calm and assured tone, have words and thoughts that, if considered, will usually help us become better people. He is always thinking, planning, and working to this goal, the goal of making the school a better place and making us better young men and women. Personally, I can say one of the things I will miss most about McLane is Mr. Lamb. And I know that many of you will feel the same, right? Mornings won't be the same without knowing that we can always find him standing out by the wishing well saying, "Good morning," to every student who passes by, whether they're in a good mood or not. Mr. Lamb is a rare leader who is always accessible to every student, whether they are stopping by his office to ask him something or suggest an idea, by promptly returning emails from students and parents, or by talking to him at any of our events. His personal actions as principal has only required 2 steps. Step 1, help our students improve, and step 2, help the school improve. We've seen him during the last 4 years at everything: dances, games, award ceremonies, concerts. He's always there to support us. He says he knows sometimes our parents are busy with jobs and family and other responsibilities, so he likes to show that he supports all of us with our extracurricular activities, and he's always proud. Those of us who got to know him more know that he's funny and does unpredictable things like tuning his car radio into a Spanish radio station, coming back from an event because we told him that's what we listen to, or how he would heckle us in the morning as we did announcements, trying to make us laugh. So many of us have personal Mr. Lamb stories because of his interactions with us. As he is more than an administrator or school leader, he is a friend.
The fact is, we could go on longer, but all of those who know him already know this and more. The students of 2017, the students of McLane High School, appreciate him, and we all are very proud to have had him as a principal for our high school years. So McLane friends, family, honored guests, and students, it is with great pride and pleasure that we introduce to you the principal of McLane High School, our principal, or as I like to say to him every morning, my best friend, Mr. Scott Lamb.
Thank you very much for those beautiful words, Vanessa and David. So, good evening. What a beautiful evening this is going to be, and one definitely that you're going to remember for the rest of your lives. Welcome to McLane High School, class of 2017. And before I begin, I'd like to recognize some special guests in our audience. From the Office of the Superintendent, Interim Superintendent Bob Nelson, Chief Human Resources and Labor Relations Paul Eidsvug, Instructional Superintendents Katie Russell from School Leadership, Ed Gomes, former Yosemite Principal, School Leadership, Melissa Dutra, Curriculum, Instruction, and Professional Learning, and English Learner Services Assistant Superintendent Maria Maldonado. And last but not least, from the Fresno Unified School Board of Education, I'd like to introduce Trustee Calvin Johnson, who represents the Edison High School region, and our own trustee, Christopher Della Cerda, who represents McLane High School, our 2 middle schools, and the 10 elementary. So I want you to look around tonight. Doesn't it look beautiful in the stadium tonight? We had the fine efforts of many of our McLane custodial team members and district support getting everything ready for us tonight. We have new plantings around the stadium and truly a deserving place of honor for our students. It's very special that we get to have this final event for our seniors on your own home turf. Nobody else gets that. Let's give it up for the team of people who set up everything for us. And I'm really excited that we're continuing a new tradition from last year that we started by live streaming our graduation. So tonight we're AT&T Uverse Channel 99 and CMAC TV. We also have the cafeteria set up, so if anybody has the effects of heat, feel free to go in the cafeteria. We have a gigantic screen in there. We're live streaming it. beautiful picture and have a great time in there. And last but not least, I really have to say a great big thank you to Ms. Lamanuzzi and our leadership students and the graduation setup. They did a beautiful job in the heat today getting this all set up. So let's have a big round of applause for them. And then Cesar Perez from CMAC, thank you very much for coming out and making this a possibility for the McLane students, families, and community members so we can memorialize this fabulous event in the lives of our students. Another new thing for us is a second year that we are inviting our valedictorian and salutatorian families to join us on the field to have a more intimate experience of their son or daughter's special moment tonight. Welcome to you tonight. I know you will enjoy this evening. And for the first time in my 7 years of serving as principal of McLane High School, I personally am really excited that I have my mom and dad in the audience in the front row right over here today. And two of my very closest friends, one of them a 1977 McLane graduate with Ms. McCormick and myself, and then another great family friend that's been involved in our lives for a great time. You'll hear about the importance of relationships and people you meet along the way a little bit later on after we do some celebrations and I come back up to speak a little bit more. So for all of our parents, family members, friends in the audience tonight, the students and I hope that you are as proud of us as we are excited to start a new chapter in the lives of our students. Mom and Dad, you're here still cheering me on. Thank you. I appreciate that. You've never let me down. You've always supported me 40 years later. I love you guys. Okay, students, so we're going to do something new. I want you to stand up. I want you to face the side where your parents are sitting because they're very important people in your 13-year journey. And parents, if you can please stand up too. So parents, friends, stand up, recognize your students. All right, you guys, let's get this party started. We're going to start with some celebrations. You may be seated.
Good evening. I've just been reminded to talk slow, so I'll try to do that as best I can. All right, so it's truly an honor to be here this evening. I can't express how proud I am of all of you graduating here tonight, and also how much I'm really going to miss you. And that's from the heart. But let's talk about some of our academic accomplishments this year. From a class of 338 seniors this year, we have the following: 37 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian. McLane High School students continue to increase the graduation rate as we have for the last 7 years. Last year, we posted an 87.9% graduation rate. This year, we again move up the graduation rate of over 88.8%. We are extremely proud of our students, teachers, counselors, and staff who have contributed to success. Advanced placement. Well known as the most difficult and challenging of courses, we have an all-time high number of students who have successfully completed AP courses. You might notice tonight that some of our students are wearing a bronze, silver, or gold medal. These medals, presented by the Fresno Unified School District to our students, are designated for students who have completed 2 or more AP classes with a grade of B or better, or have passed the AP exam 2 or more of the AP exam with a score of 3 or better. Very tough to do and very, very prestigious. Good job, students. Tonight's senior class has over 127 students who are being honored with an AP medal. Students, if you have an AP medal tonight, can you please stand up and be recognized? Excellent job. Thank you. And after our graduates leave McLane tonight, they will be moving on to greater things and representing the Highlander Way in many different places. Some of those destinations include 192 students going to Fresno City College, 5 students going to Clovis Community College, 3 students going to Fresno Pacific, 111 students going to Fresno State, 1 going to Arizona State, 1 going to Charles R. Drew University, 3 students going to Sacramento State, 4 going to Paul Mitchell School, 1 going to Oklahoma City College, 1 going to Holy Names University, 1 going to Oral Roberts University in Oklahoma, 1 to the San Francisco Academy of Art, 2 to UC Davis, 4 to UC Merced, 1 to UC Irvine, 2 to UC San Diego. 4 students of ours will join the Navy, 1 the Army, 4 the Air Force, 2 the Marines, and 3 will be entering the Coast Guard. So those are just some of the many places that our graduates here tonight will be heading off to next year. Let's have some applause for the outstanding accomplishments for our students of 2017. Graduates, we wish you the best of luck, and no matter what obstacles you face, remember, Highlanders rise above. And now, students, it is my honor to introduce to you my friend, my Midwestern little brother, class of 2017. Show some love to our Vice Principal, Mr. John Kaup.
Mr. Santos stole the script. All right. Thank you. McLane had an all-time high of 918 students participating in athletics for the 2016-2017 school year, almost doubling our previous all-time high of 587 from last school year. Boys soccer won the NYL championship for a second year in a row and was a CIF semifinalist. Wrestling had 1 NIL champion and 4 qualifiers for Valley. Girls basketball, I got a few of you out there, won the NYL for the first time in our school history and advanced to quarterfinals. Softball, I had 11 seniors on that. Badminton won the NYL for the 5th time in 7 years. There's my badminton team. Girls volleyball, girls basketball, girls swim, and badminton are all Fresno Unified Team academic champions for the 2016-2017 school year. And we have 6 student athletes from the class of 2017 that have received scholarship offers to continue athletics at universities. Juan Flores, Emerson Hernandez, Caitlin Reason, Emily Mendoza, Amy Mua, and Serena Tompkins. With that, I am proud to introduce somebody to talk about the Goal 2 excitement here at McLane High School, and that's another proud 1977 McLane alum, Vice Principal Wendy McCormick.
Good evening. We support the students at Fresno Unified School District in creating goals for our Goal 2 focus, which proclaims that all students will actively be engaged in arts, athletics, and other extracurricular activities. And this has been effectively implemented here at McLane High School with our students. Several examples are these. Our art venture students brought into light the topic of incarceration for their focus project. As they produced amazing work that was recognized statewide, they also highlighted the literacy work of nationally renowned poet and screenwriter Jimmy Santiago Baca. Mr. Baca personally visited twice this year as he was able to interact with the student artists, writers, poets, and performers of McLane High School. 918 McLane students were part of the McLane athletic team this year. 126 of these athletes earned the distinction of being a scholar athlete, which means that along with being on an athletic team, they held a GPA of 3.5 or higher. The McLane Folklorico Club continues to grow and represent McLane with the performances at the Big Fresno Fair, at local events and openings, at Artes Americas, and on television stations, Telemundo and Univision. The BSU Club hosted the first annual Unity Assembly, which included people from the community to celebrate peace and unity during a time when peace, love, and understanding are most needed. The McLane Theater Company continues to grow, and this year performed the powerful production of The Bullying Connection, for which 2 of our students won the award for Best Individual Performance at the Fresno City College High School Theater Competition, and performed the hilarious staging of Game of Tiaras in the spring. On our campus, we have 25 active clubs. We also have over 1,100 67 McLean High School students participating this year in our robust after-school program. This program featured tutoring from Fresno State and Fresno Pacific students and teaching fellows and classes and clubs such as cooking, welding, several different cultural dance groups, and more, all which provide a place and fellowship for many McLean students throughout the year. So as you can see, the Goal 2 vision is alive and well here on the McLean campus. Our students, staff members, and families are very proud to make this dream a reality and grateful to our district for providing us the opportunity to do so. And now, my colleague and my co-graduate, Scott Lamb.
Oh, you guys can do better than that. Come on. Okay, I'm going to get these ready because I don't know if I'm going to need them. Let it out. I'm going to do it. All right. Seniors, tonight you're going to get the best of my best over the past 7 years as your principal. Please sit back, relax, but don't fall asleep, and pay close attention to my words because I believe that they will also be your words someday. There isn't a quiz at the end of my message, but take careful mental notes from what I say because like you, I am a McLean Highlander who grew up in this neighborhood. If I had a chance at success, so do you. Because I had inspiring people in my life, and because I sought the guidance and advice of special mentors in my life, I feel that my successes are your opportunities for success, and your successes are mine too. To begin my address this evening, I want to start with a short message that I used at the end of last year's graduation. And I love the sentiment behind it because I believe it represents the time that we spent together over the past 4 years. And I have a favorite scene from a movie that was released, sadly, 1 year before you were born. The movie Meet Joe Black introduces the concepts of life, memories, beginnings, and endings. And at the end of the movie, one of the main characters is on a stage, much like I am tonight, and he's addressing a large crowd of people who have come together for his birthday celebration, much like I'm here talking to you about your graduation celebration tonight. And as the scene begins, he walks up to a large birthday cake, he blows out the candle on top, and he says this, "What a glorious night. Every face I see is a memory. It may not be a perfectly perfect memory, and sometimes we've had our ups and downs, but we're all together now, and you're mine for a night." Students, it's my honor and extreme privilege to be standing here to escort you into a new and exciting phase of your life. And this probably is most, without a doubt, the most exciting part of the school year because it represents 13 years of hard work from kindergarten through your senior year, knowing how much support you've needed to have from people at school and in your personal lives to make sure that you get every day, you represent your family and you represent your schools with pride. And undoubtedly, many of you have faced challenges in your lives that few of us have or will ever experience in our lives. People that haven't always believed in you, people that didn't think you'd be here tonight graduating with your diploma. But because of your indomitable will and your desire to succeed, here you are tonight in front of your family, your friends, your classmates, and thousands of people making a statement of your personal belief in yourself and sharing a hope that your life will be filled with purpose and meaning. And I know some of you are sitting there worrying about your futures, wondering what's ahead, and thinking just of life in general. My wish is that you will never feel that life just happened to you. I wish you success, happiness, wisdom in your decisions, and the power to live your dreams. There are a few sentiments I share every graduation because I think they define the rewards of finding, living, and understanding what purpose and passion will do for your lives. So my personal journey to where I am today took many turns as I entered college, as it will for you too. But just like you will find out through your lives, I found my passion and my purpose through a series of experiences that I never planned, but I embraced as they were happening. And I'm going to share a couple of personal experiences, not for the purpose of talking about myself, but to share experiences that might be helpful to you as you walk your own path after you walk away tonight, McLean Highlander graduate. You see, I didn't set out to be a teacher. how everything I did in my early life pointed to the fact that one day I was going to be a teacher. I actually started college wanting to be a professional musician, and it didn't take me long to find out I wasn't going to be able to make a career out of that. So then I switched majors, as many of you will do, to business. And it didn't take too many math classes and business classes to find out that too was not my path. It was actually a part-time job that I had as a church pianist and organist, and as a part-time job as an elementary school choir accompanist, that I began to see my future unfold before me. You see, it wasn't the music that helped me find my passion and my purpose. It was my musical talents. I discovered that I enjoyed the interactions of students when I went to the elementary school, which, by the way, was Erickson Elementary School. I noticed that I had the ability to make connections with students. And I now knew that I wanted to be a part of something that meant making a difference in the lives of the students. And I knew that was going to be as a teacher. It was there that I discovered my passion and my purpose. I wanted to teach. And the rest is history. I'm finishing my 34th year in Fresno Unified, where I've served in a variety of roles. And you know what? It has never felt like work or just a job, because I've been living my dream, pursuing my passion and my purpose. My days at school have been filled with my most cherished memories. You see, when you work hard, you try lots of things, you take a few different paths along your journey, you discover who you are, what you stand for, and why you do what you do. For me, this has been simple. Live a life that gives service to someone else and honors and values what I respect and cherish in others. My reason for getting up every day and coming to school is really quite simple. It's been to do my best to serve as an inspiration and a source of hope for you. I tell your teachers and staff members every chance I get that we are somebody's hero, that many of you wake up every day to come to school because of us, because you feel close to somebody, and that somebody is someone you want to be around. And we might never know that you have that special feeling about us. We might not get a note, we might not get a Facebook, Snapchat, whatever all those things are, message from you. But I want all of the staff member here to think of you as that special person that you're making, that we are the hero and the reason why you're waking up, facing the odds to get to school every day and be present and learn. I want you to know that we are trying to keep you energized and excited about learning and cultivating a sense of awe and wonder. And whatever it is, I ask that our staff members be present for you at all times. So for me, I want to make sure that I was the one for you that was here for you, to say hello to you every morning, lunchtime, at the end of the day. Who knows that you're here and that you matter to me and you matter to someone else? Someone who encourages you to do your best in spite of the difficulty sometimes to feel successful. The person in the stands or in the audience to cheer you on. And the person who offers grace to those that we don't understand. Your vice principals, your teachers, and I sometimes have to be the people to let you know you've kind of overstepped a boundary. But most important, we are the people who want you to know that we believe in you more than you would ever know. So as I close my message, I want to offer you a little bit of words of wisdom from others who've lived a purposeful and passionate life. Live your life purposefully pursuing your dreams and finding your passion in everything that you do. This won't always be easy, so I want you to accept to persevere greater and to have faith in yourself and your ability to grow. I want you to understand the difference between purpose and passion, and never begin a day without being able to explain what your purpose and your passion is. And I want you to understand that whatever else may fail you, your personal integrity is always in your hands and can never be taken away from you. For the vast majority of us, we will not move easily through our lives. We will have exhilarating successes and sometimes the lowest of lows. But the integrity of who you are, what you stand for, and what action you take at these critical times will define your personal successes and the experiences of your lives, and will ultimately define the person whom you will be and for what you will be known. And so you're going to encounter some brick walls in your life, and they are there for a reason. They're not there to keep you out from anywhere. They are there to give you a chance to show how badly you want something. Those brick walls are there to stop the people who don't want it badly enough. Don't let those barriers beat you down. We have taught you how to rise above all your struggles and how to persevere when things feel overwhelming. And remember, one of our many mottos, Highlanders never quit. So this past Sunday, I really had the honor of being at the 24th year of the celebration of African American student recognition. And 3 speakers made statements that I really liked. And one of them stood up and said, do not let your setbacks be temporary and your comebacks legendary. A second person stood up and says, your DNA does not determine your destiny. And the third person reminded students not to look from side to side, but look behind you, because that's where you've been. And look up when you need guidance, when you need it most. And I can't think of a better way to describe the importance of rising above anything that has the potential to block your path to greatness. Hey, I haven't eaten these yet. So as I started the address at the beginning, I shared a scene from one of my favorite movies. Remember, the man walked up to the birthday cake, he blew the candle out, and he said this, I want to tell you my one candle wish, that you would have, this is where it's going to be hard, as lucky as mine, where you can wake up one morning and say, I don't want anything more. And in his closing line, he makes a reference to his age and how quickly time passes. If I were to write that scene, I would add my own ending, and I would say this, 4 years together. Didn't they go by in a blink? Seniors, I'm always going to be especially proud of you as a Highlander, and I wish all of life's blessings on you for your future. And I also hope that you live your life and achieve all of your dreams and accomplish all of your goals, so that one day you can say, I don't want anything more. So as we hear Vanessa, Juan, and David say every day at the end of our morning announcements, you can say it with me if you know it. With honor, pride, and courage, we are McLane. Highlanders, rise above. To that, I say, Highlanders, have a great life. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and God bless you, your families, and your future lives to come.
All right. Thank you. At this time, it's my honor to invite first of 4 valedictorian speakers to the stage to share a few memories of their time in high school and as a McLane student. Our first speaker tonight is Miss Amy Mua. As Amy makes her way to the podium, let me share a few details about this excellent young lady. Amy is graduating magna cum laude with great distinction. She has been active in volleyball, basketball, track and field. She's a student teller at the Union Bank branch on campus. She might have asked you if you need to open a checking account. She's a member of the California Scholarship Federation, and this fall she's attending California State University, Fresno, to pursue a degree in kinesiology and food science and nutrition. Eventually, she would like to pursue a doctorate degree and work as a registered dietitian / nutritionist. Please help me in welcoming Amy Mua to the podium.
I love you too. Good evening, Mr. Lamb, Mr. De La Cerda, faculty, alumni, family, friends, and class of 2017. My name is Amy Mua, and it is an honor to be here as your commencement speaker. Thanks for joining us on this joyous and solemn night. It's also about 300 degrees, not anymore. So thank you for melting down to watch our class of 2017 graduate tonight. Wow, this is such an unbelievable feeling of excitement and nervousness. Nervous for what the future has in store for us and what we will be facing after tonight. It has been a long 4 years, but at this moment in time, it feels like it was just yesterday we all came in as freshmen who had no idea what the AC building or S building was. For goodness sake, we didn't even know who Mr. Lamb was. Seniors, we are here. We are finally ready to graduate. We worked so hard to get to this point, but we must remember that we did not do it by ourselves. We owe a huge amount of gratitude to the following people. To our parents, guardians, and families, thank you for supporting us every step of the way. You guys are the backbones and foundations of who we have become and why we are able to be here tonight. It has been a long road of failures and successes, but through all of the failures, you guys picked us up and pushed us to keep moving forward. You made sure we were out of bed, fed, and clothed for these past 13 years of school. There will never be enough thanks and appreciation that will ever take the place of your unconditional time, effort, support, and most importantly, your undying love that kept us going every day. To our teachers, thank you for so unselfishly committing your time and energy to sharing your knowledge with us. You always took the time to create lesson plans, copy so much classwork that the copier would often break, and assigned a huge amount of homework that challenged us in spite of our procrastination. We want you to know that we appreciate the times you repeated yourself because we weren't listening, the times you stayed after school because we needed extra help, and going beyond the call of duty to make sure we are educated and learn something every day. There is no greater gift to give than the gift of knowledge. You set the bar high and challenged us to live up to it. Thank you for your selfless dedication and all of your hard work. It will never be forgotten. To all of our coaches we've had along this journey, you all came into our lives with dreams of changing programs and reputations. That was exactly what you did. You've made the impossible possible. Winning the NYL championships and making it into playoffs, we couldn't have done any of this without your commitment and believing in us. Coaches, thank you for showing us that school is more than just classwork. Through sports, we've learned the true definition of discipline and hard work. You've taught us how to overcome adversity and persevere through wins and losses. Thank you for never giving up on us and pushing us to our breaking points. We will never forget the times we wanted to give up because we couldn't breathe at practice. We are better because of it. To our custodial staff, safety assistants, and lunch attendants, you make the school who we are today. In my eyes, you deserve gold medals for the amount of work you do that cannot compare to any others. You provide us with a clean environment every day of the school year and make sure every student has the opportunity to eat. Please know that your hard work does not go unnoticed, and we appreciate your irreplaceable service. You show us love and support in the work you do. Thank you. To our principal, vice principals, counselors, and office staff, thank you for all you have done in the past 4 years that has led us here tonight. We could not have done this if it wasn't for your commitment behind the scenes that created so many opportunities for us. You paved the way to our success, and for that, we are forever grateful. Thank you for all of your dedication to our growth, success, and education. Finally, I want to give a special thanks and appreciation to my parents, my family of about 100, and all the families who have been such a strong support system for us along the way. I would not be here making my speech if I did not have all of you supporting me since day one. Growing up with 7 brothers, 4 sisters, and me being the 5th and youngest girl made a huge impact on me. It molded me into the ambitious person I am today. Seeing my parents struggle, but still raising us with morals and undying love has created my work ethic and motivated me to work that much harder towards my future. Although many of us never had much growing up, I always felt wealthy because we always had each other, had a roof over our heads, food on the table, and clothes on our backs. Mom, Dad, brothers, and sisters, thank you for giving me this life and always supporting me no matter what. Family is forever. As you can see, behind every graduate, there are dozens of people who influenced them and supported them in dozens of ways. The best way to show our gratitude and appreciation is to go into the world and make the difference we were born to make. At this time, I'd like to ask every graduate to stand, face your family and friends, and give a round of applause to anyone that has supported you, pushed you, and made a difference in your life. You may now have a seat. Thank you. Seniors, although this feels like the end, it's only the beginning to what we have ahead of us. Take advantage of every opportunity and pay your debt of gratitude forward. If there's one last thing I can share with you from being at McLane for 4 years, I would remind you, Highlanders never quit. So keep moving forward and never stop learning. You are your greatest asset. We are now proud alumni of McLane High School, class of 2017. Thank you. Did I just go down? Go down?
Amy, thank you for that beautiful message. Here to present this year's 73 award recipients of the California Seal of Biliteracy is Vice Principal Connie Cha and Coach Ramiro Teran.
Okay, when we say your name, please remain standing. Just stand up and stay right there in your spot, okay?
All right, the Seal of Biliteracy is an award given by the state of California in recognition of students who have studied and attained proficiency in reading, writing, and speaking of English and a second language.
The Seal of Biliteracy encourages students to pursue biliteracy, honors the skills our students attain, and are evidence of skills that are attractive to future employers and college admissions offices.
All right, Ingrid Amayo Lovos.
Nafi Amin.
Cynthia Avendano.
Raquel Pentacourt.
Galia Cardenas.
Veronica Carrasco Manzano.
Alejandro Ceja.
Eileen Cholula Chavez.
Jared Cosio Munoz.
Janeth Covarrubias.
Fernando Cruz.
Dulce Cuevas.
Nidaline Dominguez.
Victor Duarte.
Luis Enriquez.
Jose Espinosa Jr.
Josue Estevez.
Juan Flores.
Cristina Garcia Gutierrez.
Kevin Garcia.
Daisy Garcia Para.
Jose Gonzalez Morales.
Andrea Guzman Hernandez.
Emerson Hernandez.
Calvin Hernandez.
Guadalupe Iribe Aguirre.
Eileen Hasso.
Denise Lopez.
Emily Mendoza Halavera.
Liliana Mendoza.
Araceli Morales.
Jetson Morales.
Naima Morales.
Chachimeng Mua.
Vanessa Munoz Esparza.
Frances Nunez.
Kathleen Ornelas.
Alexis Orozco.
Bianca Ortiz.
Yarendi Partida.
Araceli Palayo Alcazar.
David Pereira.
Daniela Perez,
Juan Perez,
Montserrat Perez,
Nancy Perez Rizzo,
Michelle Ramirez Sanchez,
Lisette Reina Ramirez,
Cesar Rodriguez Campos,
Charlie Rojas,
Joanna Romero,
Alejandro Sanchez,
Juarez,
Juan Carlos Sandoval Benavides,
Gaushua Tao,
Cassandra Topete,
Cecilia Ugalde, Cami Vang,
Charlie Velasco,
Gerardo Villalobos,
Laura Villegas,
Amanda Vu,
David Vu,
Der Zhang,
Jenayo Zhang,
John Zhang,
Ka Zhang,
Ka Yang,
Mai Yang,
Mai Ku Yang,
Peng Yang,
Tuli Zong Yang,
Fernando Zuniga. Ladies and gentlemen, Biliteracy Award, please give him a round of applause.
Our next valedictorian to address you tonight is Brianna Montoya. As Brianna makes her way to the podium, I'd like to share a few details about this young woman. Brianna is graduating magna cum laude with great distinction. She is the president of McLane's Fellowship of Christian Athletes, as well as a valuable asset to her softball, volleyball, and his tennis teams. This fall, she will attend California State University, Fresno, and major in English education. She hopes to pursue a master's degree on her way to a career of education, possibly at McLane High School. Please join me in welcoming Brianna Montoya to the podium.
Good evening, Mr. Lamb, Mr. De La Cerda, faculty, alumni, family and friends, and class of 2017. My name is Brianna Montoya, and it is an honor to be your commencement speaker tonight. I'm certain that these last 4 years have been one of the best roller coasters we've ever got on. Our minds and hearts rushing with excitement from our first day of freshman year until the seats we are sitting in today now. I admit high school is scary, and speaking in front of you seems so much more frightening. Our years here at McLane have been filled with various challenges, hardships, laughs, love, and of course, stress. But we've all managed to make it through with the help of our loved ones and the ones surrounding us. It's an honor to stand before you today as we say our final goodbyes and open a new chapter in our lives. High school reminds me of a softball game. Every day was a new day. Just like every time we step up to the plate, we get another chance at greatness. My junior English teacher, Mr. Garcia, always told me, don't worry about the outcome of your grades. With your hard work, it will all fall in place. Everything falling in place has always stuck with me. We've grown into young adults with hopes, dreams, and aspirations to be great. As we part our ways, it's the little things and friendships that we have formed that will last. The world is a big place, and at times can be extremely overwhelming. But things will fall into place with your hard work. Transferring to McLane was one of the best decisions I could have made. McLane is an amazing place. Today, it seems as if many of us are doing great for ourselves. That wasn't always the case. What's ahead and making sure that we are happy. Do not give up and work hard. Follow your dreams and dream big. The world is yours for the taking. At times you will fail, but everyone does. Each time you fail, you'll be that much closer to success. Things will fall into place. Don't be afraid to soar. Do whatever it is that your hearts truly long for. Look forward to new adventures, new people that will cross your path. Life is never easy. But class of 2017, I am watching us destroy all the obstacles that think they can stop us. Mr. Lamb, along with others, taught us to handle one situation at a time. And with that, I'm excited to see what the future has in store for all of us. Trust yourself to do the impossible. No matter what anyone tells you, no matter the circumstances or where you come from, you can do anything you put your mind to. In the fall, I'll be attending Fresno State to major in English to eventually become a great English teacher here in Fresno Unified School District. The future is full of unexpected turns. Grow into the person you want to be, not what society tells you to be. Perfect is boring, and you are exciting. So be weird, be strange, because you are unique. Remind yourself to stay focused on the future. Move forward and watch everything fall into place. When we were babies, we learned to walk one step at a time. As adults, we have to do the same thing. In time, we will get to where we want to be. Thank you to our VPs in our school district for making everything great, for giving us every opportunity to be great and providing an environment that feels safe, treating us with respect and dignity. Mr. Lamb, for making our transition to McLane easy and making us feel like we mattered. Not enough thanks can be given. Thank you to our teachers for helping us find ourselves through this crazy ride. Friends for constantly being by our side. And coaches for encouraging us to never stop trying. To my parents and siblings, thank you for never giving up on me and supporting me not only through my academics, but my athletics and extracurricular activities as well. Lastly, my aunt, who has supported me nonstop, stayed by my side despite my mistakes, and was completely my backbone. My gratitude cannot be expressed enough. Take more risk and work harder when times get tough. Beginning our walk into our future, it takes 4 steps to help things fall into place. Step 1, commit. There's going to be difficult roads to pass, and not everything will be mapped out as it is in your head. But even when you're ready to quit, remember the commitment you made. Step 2, push yourself and others. Things will become overwhelming. But remember to surround yourself with those who will push you to do your very best. We're in this together. Step 3, not everything is about you. As our community gives to us, we should give back. Don't be selfish, share your knowledge and abilities with the world. Step 4, the world needs you. You matter and so do your thoughts and opinions. Keep moving forward and know that life is never going to be fair. I like to end with a quote that got me through the years. That diploma you hold in your hands today is really just your learner's permit for the rest of the drive through life. Remember, you don't have to be smarter than the next person. All you have to do is be willing to work harder than the next person. Just like I said at the beginning, don't worry about the outcome. With your hard work, it will all fall in place. Highlanders, may we all rise above, and congratulations to the class of 2017.
Our next speaker is Chahar. As Chah makes his way to the podium, let me share a few details about this remarkable young man. Chah is graduating magna cum laude with great distinction. He has been active in Rock Climbing Club, Key Club, Geek Club, ASF, is a student teller for the Union Bank branch on campus, and started his own club, the Club of Clubs. Chah was also a member of the golf and tennis teams, as well as the Science Olympiad team. And he was prom king. Next fall, he will be attending California State University, Fresno, majoring in chemistry. He hopes to keep people smiling in his next career as a dentist. Please help me in welcoming to the podium, Chahar.
Testing. Man, you guys smell that? Smell like the class of 2017! Yeah! Good evening, Mr. Lamb, Mr. DeLareal, faculties, alumni, friends, families, and class of 2017. My name is Chahar, and as your commencement speaker, I am honored. Thank you all for being a part tonight and for coming out to show your support for your loved ones. It is because of all you that tonight is possible. Your love and encouragement kept the class of 2017 alive and thriving, as did the staff of McLane. We are thankful to have so many people giving us a helping hand that have shaped us into the leaders we are today, even though sometimes that hand was the last thing we wanted to see. Now, some people have been asking me, where will I be and what will I be doing in the future? Like in 3 years? 3 years. It's not like I have 20/20 vision. Because in 3 years it'll be 2020. But I do remember a few years ago coming in as a freshman, feeling weak and small. I had no motivation and was the guy who couldn't talk to strangers to save his own life. Even my daily cycle of waking up, going to school, coming home, eating dinner, going to sleep, and then repeat was like purgatory to me. Until one day, I heard of something that sparked my interest. Something that changed my life and the way I view the world. That was a dramatic pause to build anticipation of what I'm going to say next. Because the flame in me drove me to want to be a part of something bigger than me. But being the shy guy that I had second thoughts. I thought about not being liked and about being that weird kid that nobody wanted to talk to. But even with all these fears and more, I knew my current life was not living. So I went for it. I decided to break out of my comfort zone that held me so tightly in its arms, safely in its arms, but so tight that there wasn't space to grow. So many times I felt alone on the ledge, worried that I'll make a mistake and fall. But soon it started to feel right, because being a part of something bigger and better was amazing. I remember each day rising above, moving up, trying to go as high as possible, reaching for the top. Sometimes I had good days and I felt like I would keep on ascending, and sometimes I would fall. But being with others meant that even if I fell, they would have caught me, like with a rope. And the next day I would keep climbing, stone by stone. Oh, this wasn't just a cheesy metaphor because the club was the rock climbing club. But to me, it wasn't just a club. It was my first real eye-opening experience. I remember the first time I got to the rock gym, I was amazed that such an amazing place was just down the road from my school. And the first time I reached the top of that 45-foot wall, I asked myself, what else have I been missing out on? My eyes were open to new possibility and the idea that I could achieve anything I put my mind to. I felt hunger for new knowledge and experience, so I began to try out other activities, and that was the best thing that I ever did. Try. By trying, I was giving myself the opportunity to succeed in something, anything. Even if that chance was slim, it was still there. It's been said you miss 100% of the shots that you never take. So don't let fear hold you back. Try everything, except for the school lunches. Trying, though, was only half the battle, because everybody needs some guidance. My brother always told me that a successful person had a great mentor. For me, my teachers at McLane have been some of the best. I'd like to say thank you to the McLane Science Department and the McLane Business Academy teachers who always had great wisdom to share. I also need to show my appreciation to our counselors who were always there when we needed to talk. Staff here have shown us how to be accountable for ourselves and supported us through our climbs up these walls these past few years. To Mr. Lamb, you have provided me with so much inspiration. I'm sorry to say, but I didn't know you were our principal until the end of my sophomore year. But I would just like to give you a special thank you because you made everything in my last 4 years possible. You were the fish that swam against the current and brought McLane back to its former glory. So thank you on behalf of the class of 2017 for supporting us through some of our most important years. Keep on inspiring minds, Mr. Lamb and McLane. You should be proud of yourself and all that you have done and continue doing. If it wasn't for these great mentors at McLane, I would not be up here tonight. Most of us would not be down there. Before closing, I'd just like to say thank you to my parents in my native language. Finally, I'd like to encourage everyone, to go out into the world and take a chance, because you might find something inspiring that will be the foundation of your success. To me, that foundation was my friends, my families, my staff, and the school staff. Keep climbing, Highlanders. Never stop rising above. Thank you!
All right, Cha. So I think Cha might have a job as a comedian later on. All right, tonight I'm really proud to introduce the McLean Highlander Choir, who will now perform the song See You Again by Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa.
Who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place, see you in a better place. First you both go watch your way in the vibe. It's been strong and was small. Turn to a friendship and friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come, first in the line will never be crossed. It's never stayed on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone.
Okay, parents, we're getting close. So what I want to do right now is the presentation of our valedictorians. Remember, 37 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian. So I'm honored to present our valedictorians and salutatorian awards in dedication to their hard work over the course of their high school years. May I please have our honorees come up to this stage on this side. And what we're going to do is we're going to have you come up on this side. You're going to walk across, shake everybody's hands, go down this way back out to your seats. So in order of the highest distinction with a 4.31 and above, we have Crystal Herr, Deshanique Monet Pickett. I'd like to have all the valedictorians just come over here, okay, right now. Every valedictorian, salutatorian, let's come over here. And our magna cum laude with great distinction, 4.20 to 4.29, Amy Yormua, Pua Mua, Cassandra Topete, Kalia Yang, Mai Kia Yang, R. Ying Tao, Nancy Del Real, Sunita Yang, Brianna Margaret Montoya, Marie Ponsavan, Shaw Kong Her, Guadalupe Iribe Aguirre, Sing Lor, Gao Shua Tao, Victoria Selena Hernandez. Our cum laude with distinction, 4.0 to 4.19, we have Yurvang, Ingrid Elizabeth Amaya Lobos, Jose Rigoberto Espinosa Jr., Vang Su Tao, Nafi Amin, Juan Flores, Brian Burgos, Panapa Destiny Chantavong, Andrea Guzman Hernandez, Kalia Vang, Cami Vang, Genio Zhang, Cesar Eduardo Rodriguez Campos, Veronica Carrasco Manzano, Maiku Yang, Cynthia Avendano, Emily Melissa Mendoza Javalera, Araceli Morales, Dur Tao, Denise Erisbet Lopez, and our salutatorian Alexander Oriaga with a 3.9 grade point average. Let's have one great big round of applause. Class of 2017, you did an awesome job.
All right, how are we doing out there? Okay, so our final valedictorian speaker, Araceli Morales. As Araceli makes her way up to the podium, I'd like to tell you a little bit about her. Araceli is graduated cum laude with distinction tonight. She has participated in Key Club, California Scholarship Federation, and is a student teller for the Union Bank branch on campus. This fall, she will attend CSU Fresno and major in criminology with a minor in law enforcement. Araceli hopes to earn a master's degree and pursue a career as a detective. Please join me in welcoming our final valedictorian speaker for the night, Araceli Morales.
Good evening, Mr. Lamb, Mr. De La Cerda, faculty, alumni, family, friends, and class of 2017. My name is Araceli Morales, and it is an honor to be here as your commencement speaker. We are gathered here today to celebrate an important day in our lives and the lives of our loved ones. To start, I would like to thank all of our faculty for making this possible for each and every one of us. I would also like to thank a very special someone, my grandmother, for being there with me every step of the way. Muchas gracias, abuelita, por siempre apoyarme. And my father for always pushing me to do my best till his last breath. In preparing for speeches, they said, if you're not funny, be inspiring.
Not sure I'm either. There is a story behind all of us, and I'll share with you a part of mine, in hopes that it connects to yours and inspires you. I'm only 18 and haven't lived life long enough to give you advice as to how to live, but I lived through enough to share some experiences. Courage to share is difficult to draw on when you consider how undocumented people can be viewed, but we are very much alike with the ambition to succeed. Somos muy parecidos con la misma ambición de tener éxito en la vida. 15 years ago, I was a young 3-year-old living in Mexico, seeing my mother pack her bags as she prepared to come to the United States. At the age of 5, I met my dad. When my grandma and I came to live in Texas, I had to adjust my whole lifestyle. It was all different now. This was the first time I remember adjusting like that, but certainly not the last. I was coming into a household that was already a family and trying to fit in. At the age of 6, my dad got a job offer in California. And at the age of 7, my grandma and I moved with him. And I found myself trying to fit in again. It was then when I met my stepmom. Despite our arguments, I will forever be thankful for her support and all she has done for me. Like many of you, in that moment, I thought life was great. I had a whole new family that I grew up with, so many memories created with them. Then, my father passed, leaving myself, my sister, and my family that needed him. November 18, 2016. I see my dad one last time. That afternoon, he got into a car crash. In that moment, life was not so great anymore. And I was adjusting yet again. The pain was indescribable. It was a harsh reality I didn't want to accept. I still wish it was all a nightmare. I know how much it hurts to lose a loved one. My condolences go out to all of you who have experienced that loss. We have all found ourselves needing to readjust what fitting in meant all over again. Throughout my school years, it amazed me how interested my father was in my schoolwork. I'd be so happy to show him what I had accomplished because I'd see that smile of a proud father, and that made me so happy. Yo miraría esa sonrisa de un padre orgulloso, y eso me hacía tan feliz. For the parents out there, just know that I'm proud of you makes a huge difference. Parents, today tell us you're proud of us. Padres, hoy en este día, por favor díganos que están orgullosos de nosotros. En verdad, sí hace una gran diferencia. I wanted him to see me graduate and give a speech. He would have hugged me and said, Estoy orgulloso de ti, mi chaparra. I know he is in heaven now, and I know he is still watching. And even though that loud voice of his won't be heard, I know he is still cheering, and I know he is proud of me. My life has changed a lot since November. I moved houses. I live with my uncle now, which I am thankful. And I wake up an hour earlier to come to school. I got a job, and balancing my time has been a hassle. But I refuse to give up because I always remember. You have survived 100% of your worst days. I am thankful for every single person who helped me stay strong. Mr. Lamb, thank you for making sure my family was doing well. To all my friends, classmates, and teachers who made me laugh when I found it quite impossible to even smile. We have all helped each other fit in during the most tiring of times. We all share different backgrounds and each had to face our own different battles. But despite the odds, we managed to be here tonight and graduate with the class of 2017. We all have different stories that converge here tonight. It is time to say goodbye to the last 4 years of our lives and focus on the next 4 years, moving on from something good to strive for something better. All along, trying to find where we fit in. Whatever it is you guys are passionate about, I hope you succeed and find a way to fit in. I met a lot of amazing people throughout my years here at McLane, and it makes me so glad to see all you guys here in those caps and gowns. A chapter of our lives ends tonight, and a whole new chapter is soon to begin. I wish all of you right in graduating from McLane with the class of 2017. Thank you.
Let's give Araceli Morales a big round of applause there. Next, we're going to have the presentation of CSF Awards. Here to present our students with their California Scholarship Federation Life Member Awards is Mr. Lars Johansson. Students, please come to the front to be recognized.
Good evening, Highlanders.
CSF stands for California Scholarship Federation and is California's oldest and most premier high school honor society, dedicated to academic excellence and community service. And tonight's graduating seniors embody the spirit of CSF to the fullest. They have earned high grades, taken challenging courses, and volunteered many hours in their community. I would like to call up the following graduating seniors and CSF members. Please join me in welcoming this year's graduating CSF seniors: Marie Fonsavan, David Alvarez, Ingrid Amaya Lobos, Nafi Amin, Brian Burgos, Veronica Carrasco, Destiny Chantavong, Dulce Cuevas, Nancy Del Real, Victor Duarte, Araceli Morales, Amy Mua, Vanessa Munoz, Sandra Zhang, and Sunita Yang. Thank you very much.
I love listening to all the jingles of their bling as they're walking by there. Okay, parents, so we have one more quick speech, and then the biggest thing you're waiting for is the presentation of diplomas. So I'm honored to have Trustee Christopher Della Cerda from the Fresno Unified Board of Education to deliver a special message. Students and families, please welcome Mr. Della Cerda to our stage.
All right, graduates, come on, make some noise. I know it's been a long night. On behalf of the Board of Education, I want to say congratulations to you. It's always an honor and pleasure to be here. Every year that I get a chance to address the graduates here at McLane, I always have something for you to do, a challenge I started when I first got on board. And tonight, I do have a challenge for you. It's the mannequin challenge. Get into your best mannequin celebration pose. We're going to mannequin challenge to pomp and circumstance. So are you ready? All ready. Okay, get your best pose. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, pose. Mr. Della Cerda here is going to be taking your picture. So as you watch, he's going to be following you. Stay still. Keep going. Almost there. Mr. Della Cerda is almost done. I got to do my mannequin pose selfie. Almost. I see him over there. Just about ready. Don't move. I know you've been sitting a long time. By the way, this is the first ever Fresno Unified graduating class mannequin challenge. Only at McLane. Highlanders, give it up. All right. Thank you so much. We had to do the pomp and circumstance mannequin challenge. So I want to thank you. I also want to thank Mr. Lamb for letting me be here tonight and to celebrate, because again, it's always an honor and pleasure to be able to be here. But I want you graduates, you've heard a lot of speeches, and I'm going to try to be very quick. That's usually not my thing, but I'm going to try. What I want you to do as graduates is look around and remember that the people that you're surrounded by, as you've heard, by so many of these people here, they are who helped make tonight possible for you. These are the people that help pave the way, your teachers, your family, your parents, your friends, those who raised you. They help pave the way so you could be here tonight. And it's through that commitment that they gave to you for your education and the many, many sacrifices, all on your behalf, allowed you to be here. They have given you tons of support and lots of love, I'm sure. Yeah, and I bet part of that was mixed with a little bit of frustration and maybe some grief. You know, get your work done, stay focused, a little bit of stress. But I think ultimately, I think there was a lot of love. What they have done for you is given you tools that you will need to use throughout your life. There are these life tools that you'll continue to use as you move forward. You'll use them in college. You'll use them at work. You'll use them if you're raising a family. You'll use them whatever it is that you choose to do. You've already used them to succeed and be here tonight. And that's why it's important for you to remember these tools. And speaking of your success and being here with those tools, you still have many, many more tools that you'll need as you make your way into your future. But what I truly believe, as I stand here before you, that everything you need to succeed in life, you already have, because it's in here. It's right inside each and every one of you. You may not always feel it. You may not even believe it. You may not recognize it, but it's right here. Because you've made it this far. And now you're on your way to go even further. But what I'd like to share with you tonight are what I think are three of the strongest tools that you could have. Three of the most powerful tools you have as you begin your new journey in life. Those tools are faith, hope, and love. So let me start with faith. Faith is a strong belief in something that's greater than ourselves. And if you believe in a higher power, wonderful. Don't give that up. But I'm referring to the faith that you have in yourself. It's that faith that you have in yourself that will push you forward. It will encourage you. It's an inner strength that can drive you to do things at all times, especially right things. And it's the things that you do not just for yourselves, but for others. It's a belief in your own potential to do whatever it is that you set out to do. Most importantly, have faith. Have faith in yourself to believe in your ability to succeed in whatever it is that you choose in this path of life. Trust that you have what it takes to face all those challenges that will come your way. Because faith that comes from here inside you allows you to recognize the good things that are around you. It allows you to see the good things that surround you rather than the bad things that can overwhelm you. Number two is hope. That tool of hope. It means that you're willing to try new things, to accept and face new challenges in life because you know with hope that whatever happens, it's going to work out. Even if we're the most major fail in your life, because hope allows you to see beyond the fail and focus on the next challenge. And being hopeful is what keeps you looking at the good things in life, despite the bad circumstances that you face. You've heard some of your fellow graduates talk about that. The hope of success, the hope to go beyond, despite the bad things. It's a tool that was used most by your teachers and your families and your friends who hoped you to actually get all the credit you needed to graduate. And it motivates you to move. Because hope is what gets you going from day to day and week to week and year to year. Hope will not let you give up on things when life is most difficult. And finally, The final tool I think that's important to have is love. This is the strongest tool in your toolbox. Because you've probably heard people say that love conquers all. And that is so true in so many ways. Look at all the love that's around you and surrounding you. But you know what? There seems to be such a challenge to spread the love around these days. But I believe, as I look out on all of you, and as you begin your new life as adults, I believe you can bring that back to us, to our community, to our neighborhoods. You all have the potential and the ability to change our society, to change our world, to change all those crazy, noisy things, the hate-filled things that you see daily in our lives. You all have the potential to spread a little love in this small place in your small place in the world. But you need to know something about that. The power of love has to begin deep within inside you. And sometimes it's a challenge, because it's a challenge to give it away. I mean, think about when you're driving. You know, when you get cut off by somebody, the first thing you don't say when you're thinking about love is, "I love you, jerk." No, you're mad. So love is a little bit hard to give away. But understand, there can never be too much love. To be able to see the good in others and not focus on the negative. And love reminds us to be positive. And when you give it freely, without expecting things in return, when you give it because you just want to help someone who might be in need, who might be hurt, who might be sad, who just might need encouragement, when you do that, you can change a person's life. You can change the world. That's what makes this the most powerful, most precious tool of all your tools, your life tools. You have the potential to use those tools and go forward after tonight into your future. And what's important about these tools is that you don't keep them for yourself. You have to share them to get the best benefit from them. So as you go into the future, you're all graduates. You are all capable of changing the course of history for the better. To be better examples of some of the things that we see that are happening nowadays. That's a lot to ask of you. But what I see in front of me is your ability to do that. So, your path will not always be easy. In fact, easy roads aren't always the best roads. But with your tools, accept challenges and even failures, because there's so many directions for you to take tonight, after tonight. And now that you've completed this part of your life, the road in front of you is wide open to choose what it is you want out of life. I hope that you choose wisely. And finally, as I conclude, my wish for you, my prayer for each and every one of you, is that each of your lives offers a safe and blessed journey from tonight and far into your future. And I pray that your journey is filled with faith, with hope, and lots of love. So now, graduates, go out and make the world a better place. Leave your mark on it so that everybody knows that that's how Highlanders roll. Congratulations, class of 2017. Go get them, Highlanders.
Okay, so this is what everybody's here for. This is a presentation of our seniors receiving their diplomas. So at this time, I'd like to ask our distinguished guests to come up here, and our readers this evening are Coach Erica Avinia and our Hmong teacher, Tan Cha.
just grab the. So all we're doing is just grabbing the names.
Sort of in the middle. Not in the room. Nelson, no way. No, you cannot have names.
Yeah. Can you help me to make sure I get names? Okay. You ready, Mr. Ram? Okay, let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Okay. Class of 2017. Let's get recognized. David Alvarez. Muñoz Esparza.
Sammy Inez Gurley.
Hold it, just hold it. Wait till it's
Nzava. Mai Gu Ye. Sang Lore. Papanapa Destiny Chatavan. Maikia Ya. Marie Manovan Pasavan. Gao Shua Gai Yang To. Tu Yong Ya. Denise Arisbeth Lopez. Va Shua To. Karen Soria Longinos.
Dulce Cuevas.
Cami Audrey Vang. Cha Her. Sunita Yang.
César Rodríguez.
Nancy del Real.
María del Ángel Aguilar.
José Espinosa Jr. Amy Yer Moore. Brianna Margaret Montoya.
Brian Burgos.
Cristóbal Toribio Martínez.
Verónica Carrasco.
Dal To.
Araceli Morales.
Bai Lo. Kalia Ye. Crystal Hull. Gala Va. Andy Tuzhong Va. Janelle Zhang. Victoria Salina Hernández. Caroline Vang. Gabriela Delgado Perez.
Saraí Lisette Gaspar.
Guadalupe Iribe Aguirre.
Cintia Avendano.
Ingrid Elizabeth Amaya Lobos.
Andrea Guzmán Hernández.
Marilyn Gauchoa Vang.
Eileen Hasso.
R. Yang Tao.
Nafi Amin.
Alisa Osuna.
Alexis Orozco.
Emily Melissa Mendoza Javalera.
Cassandra Topete.
Deshanique Monet Pickett.
Mariana Velázquez.
Essence Brian Hayes.
Juan Flores.
Alexander Arriaga.
Emerson Enrique Hernández.
Kevin Garcia.
Eric Moore.
Yarendi Joseph. Sandra Jimena Gatica Fernández.
Tong Ya.
Vichai Moa.
Peiku Springs Yang.
John Hyung.
Apolonia Robles.
Ashley Yang.
Lisette Reina Ramírez.
Amanda Vu.
Cecilia Monroy Ugalde.
Juan Carlos Sandoval Benavides.
Galía Cárdenas.
Alejandro Reynoso.
Daniela Silva Pérez.
Bélgica Sánchez Juárez.
Charlie Velasco.
James Paul Cantu.
Tania Hernández.
Cristina Sureidi García Gutiérrez.
Daisy Alicia García Parra.
Jason Ociel Morales.
Fernando Cruz.
Arturo Iván Ríos.
Santiago Vázquez.
Alejandro Ceja.
Aileen Carelli Cholula Cruz Chávez.
Nancy Evelyn Pérez Rizo.
Kelvin Hernández.
Paulina Ramírez García.
José Manuel Anguiano.
James Hurtado.
Víctor Duarte.
Francis Núñez.
Naima del Carmen Morales.
Natalie Domínguez.
Liliana Jacqueline Mendoza.
Elizabeth Sicairos.
Benjamin Real.
José Escoto.
David Pereira.
Juan Pérez.
José González Morales.
Montserrat Guadalupe Pérez González.
David Guzmán Hernández.
Adanari Elizabeth García Salazar.
Nancy Guadalupe Jiménez.
Alejandro Sánchez.
Laura Daniela Villegas Lazo.
Matthew Flores.
Maicy Yang.
Michelle Ramírez Sánchez.
Joshua Sean.
Dal Xiong.
Josué Esteves.
Guillermo Cortés.
Omar Flores.
Fernando Zúñiga.
Rojas.
Alex Larry Valle Peral.
Evo Carrión.
Gerardo Villalobos.
Rosa López. Talín Ornelas.
Cassandra de San Juan Viramontes.
Jared Cosio.
Bianca Ruiz Ortiz.
Genesis Sherlyn Gómez.
Mariah Patricia Pacheco.
Araceli Pelayo Alcázar.
Joana Cassandra Romero.
Raquel Bentecourt.
Esli Núñez.
Tanay Lene Royo.
Alexis Rubí Jaime.
Caitlin Nicole Reason.
Andrea García.
Kaishani Lowe.
Aileen Lisbeth Covarrubias.
Serena Tompkins.
Rudy Gonzalez III.
Ronnie Garza.
Alicia Nicole Stilton.
Edward Godínez.
Eliza Nicole Stelton.
Esteban Rubio Rangel.
Vincent Eric Gentry. Nu Yang.
Micah Ye.
Areli Guadalupe Suárez.
Nari Po.
Karina Corona.
Alexis Pearl Char.
Sandra T. Xiong.
Nathan Gutierrez.
Ina Chang.
Brianna Brittany Perez.
Joshua Xiong Silva.
Alexis Cessna.
Aaron Xiong.
Julian Elvin Kelvin Kelly.
Ismael Ramírez Jr.
Patrick Andrew Gomez.
Vicky Cedillo.
Samantha Lomelí.
Kevin Ya.
Luis Capistrano.
Jonathan Feng Xiong.
Gregorio Anthony Mira.
Chai Lee.
Eric Armenta.
Jesse Gongpeng Ya.
Cristian Mendoza Camacho.
Yasmín Yanixa Ramírez.
Sofía Alista Salinas.
Jacqueline Rodríguez.
Alexis Daniel Villa.
Angelina Marie Navarro.
Victoria Ye.
Karina Diana Gata. Seth Yoon.
Elizabeth Tranquility Guadalupe Celes Reyes González.
Jacob Anthony Alvarez.
Javier Durán.
Yulisa Fátima Gómez.
Cristian Ramírez.
Irvin Manuel Ortiz Bejarano.
Christopher Coronado.
Chinu Hyo.
Carmela Figueroa.
Charisma Senegal.
Sasiwan Tangon.
Katani Caprice Senegal.
Gerardo Serafín González Hernández.
Leslie Pérez.
Aliana Atkins.
Leslie Guadalupe González.
Alisa Maraya Tiznado.
Carlos Flores.
Regina Cecilia McCass.
Mariah Elena Zúñiga.
Moses Anthony Ballestero.
Jessica Ann Ramírez.
Katie Putarash.
Maritza Botello.
Myra Ibarra.
Anthony David Rodríguez.
Elizabeth Dungchan Gonzalez.
Gabriel Portillo.
Jeremy Yang.
Andrew Herrera.
Fernando Miguel Villarreal.
Analista Jasmine Núñez.
Alba Peredia.
Mayra Rayas.
Mario Maravilla.
Larry Carlos Cruz.
Shufeng Ryan Lee.
Moises Rodriguez.
Chachimang Moa.
Brian Cano.
Joel Peña Pinzón.
Adriana Eloísa Lucatero.
Oscar Alberto Luna.
Juan Félix Núñez.
Yasmín Padilla Mireles.
Dominic Mendoza.
Javier Tafoya Pacheco.
Cameron Chavez.
Merlin Ayala.
Edward Anthony Murrieta.
Cherhi Lee.
Juliana Lee.
Dylan Lee.
Alexa Sayavon.
Robert Andres Sembrano.
Eileen Briseida Rubio.
Gabriel Ángel López.
Hugo Segura García.
Marcel David Morgan Jr.
RJ Eckern.
Marie Lisette Cabrales.
Poor Low.
Daniela García.
Sharnay Armstrong.
David Alfredo de León.
Khalil Martin.
Isabel Cerillo Ansaldo.
Dylan Ming Che.
Guadalupe Ramírez.
Lily Panchia Her.
Luis Gustavo González.
Guillermo Serrano III.
Gustavo Ayala López.
Brianna Cervantes.
Kevin Alexis Gutiérrez.
Daniel Barbosa.
Marie González.
Marina Martinez.
Juan Anselmo Saldívar.
Eric Devon Dozier.
Elisa Brianna Bustillos.
Isaac Avila.
Robert E. Lee Washington.
Javier Jesus Gamboa.
José Manuel Reyes.
Kyle Vay.
Joshua Jacob Mendeval.
Justin Vang.
Mark Anthony Nieves.
Kiara Williams.
David Sosa Rodríguez Jr.
Xochitl Nayeli Vargas. Nathaniel David Price.
Marlene Araceli Manríquez Martínez.
Mónica Inés Hernández.
Isaac Narvaez.
Nakita Cherise Frierson.
Carlos Alejandro Carrillo.
Aaron Núñez.
Kayla Garcia Irby.
Paulina Marian Ruiz.
Kyla Gray.
Antonio Avery.
George.
José Manuel.
De Anthony Antonio Yensi.
Karen Juárez.
Anthony Isaiah Martin.
Nishay Shanice Cox. Kiara Lily Hekimian.
Danielle Isaiah Dominguez.
Angel Soto.
Daniel Vidrio Ramos.
Albert Julian Velez,
Brianna Zulema Lopez.
Sergio Cárdenas Ibarra,
Peruan Loy.
Edgar Eduardo Salcedo,
Diego Maldonado.
Elizabeth Ríos Huerta,
Brian Taw.
Destiny Mejía,
Ali Sánchez.
Juan Ortiz,
Brian Goku Moon.
Jeremiah Peck,
Anthony Jacob Waters.
Jonathan Nuño Martínez,
Jose Landeros. Dante Young. Brianna Fletcher. Zachary Sukuyo.
Okay, I'd like to invite Trustee De La Cerda up front. And graduates, please stand. And if I can have Sammy and Tori coming up. Okay, graduates, at this time, I am honored to present McLean High School's class of 2017 to Fresno Unified Board Member Christopher De La Cerda. Board Member De La Cerda, I attest that the students before you have satisfied the requirements for a high school diploma, which have been set forth by the state of California and the governing board of the Fresno Unified School District.
All right. Okay, I got to put my glasses on because I got to say this right. Otherwise, you don't graduate and you have to start all over. All right. Principal Lamb, it's my honor on behalf of Fresno Unified School District Board of Education. I accept your certification of the class of 2017. And by the power vested in me as a trustee of Fresno Unified School District, I pronounce you graduates of McLean High School class of 2017.
Academia? Academia. Highlanders, you are wearing a tassel signifying academia. As you've noticed, it's on your right side.
McLean class of 2017. On the count of three, it will be.
Let's do this on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. So sorry.
All right. Okay, Sammy, Garuli, Victoria, Hernandez, representing the senior class. Will you come up here, retire the class of 2017? Tartan. And as Vanessa, Munoz, and David come up to retire the McLane Standard, I'd like to ask that our choir, under the direction of Paul Barber and accompanied by Debbie Titelbaum, they're going to perform the Alma Mater. Please feel free to sing along as the words are in your program. All right, thank you very much. We hope you had a beautiful evening here. To end our commencement this evening and to give honor to our Scottish heritage, we'd like to present to you
The Fresno State's
Tassel pipes and drums under the
direction of Pipe Major Mark Little, who will play the
Scotland the Brave.
Yeah. Sorry.
Awesome job. I don't have a hand. Give me a hand. Awesome job, really. Great job.
Excellent, excellent. Congratulations. I said I could probably fit about 400 more people, so I know my new number for next year.
Felicity, I missed the snack
And we
pack.
won. Because we've been texting back and forth
I'm a wiener
with the
too, right?
boringness at Save Mart. What up?